Starting this morning. All righty. All righty then.
SPY is set to open a little lower. I really looked at the technicals and I was like, the numbers got to be spectacular to freaking save it. So maybe it bounces. I took some puts home overnight.
I mean, well, we'll get into this in here in a second. Here, let me push out this tweet. But take a look at NVIDIA.
Look at that. You long?
Just, no, Jesus, you saw me yesterday, fucking hurting.
Yeah, I didn't know what you did because you left. I didn't know if you closed it all out. I wasn't sure what you did.
Oh man, I bounced in complete frustration.
That I understand.
What? Sí, sí, sí. Ya empezó. All right, everybody. Let's get cracking. Let's get cracking, everybody. All right, let's pull up these charts again. NVIDIA is obviously the one that I'm sitting here looking at, considering how um, how wild the pre-market action has been. Take a look at NVIDIA here this morning. We got somebody here from Peru. Nice, man. ¿Qué parte de Perú? ¿Qué ciudad? ¿Cómo está? Espero que esté bien. What time is it over there, bro? ¿Qué hora es allá? All right, so this NVIDIA here was printing 406 this morning. You know, everything changed as soon as GDP came out. Let's take a look at the SPY here. GDP comes out at 8 o'clock. It came out at 8:30. It came in better. Um, and the sentiment has usually been okay. Good news here. Sell it off on good news because we'll raise rates, and that didn't happen here. So a lot of the gap here has been covered after 8:30. We were gapping down a good 3 points, and now we're only down about 7 handles. Let's take a look at the meta here. Meta, comes out, beat on earnings. They beat on top side and the bottom side, and they raised guidance, bro. And they raised guidance. And then as soon as the call started, boom, that's when everything shit. That's when shit hit the fan. I don't know if you were watching this thing, Ranchero, at all.
Went to bed happy, woke up this morning like, where the fuck is my money?
Okay. All right. Let's take a look at the treasuries after the 8:30 move there as well. Treasuries really did push a lot of the action yesterday. They just couldn't get a bid. So we are gapping back up on the treasuries here. That's something that we're definitely going to be watching. We got more earnings here from UPS. I'll pull up the actual the news on this, but UPS had earnings and UPS is down. Usually, some of these names, like the FedEx and shit like that, is a good kind of indication on economy. So people kind of wait, UPS and FedEx, the earnings quite a bit. So if we take a look at this, Amazon, that's for today, right? Let's take a look at UPS here. Okay, Ford also had earnings, so we'll check that. We'll check that one out. So meet expectations here. Profit was much lower than a year ago. But I guess it wasn't enough here. I guess it wasn't enough. But UPS shares fall after package delivery giants cut sales outlook. That'll do it. So now you got a guidance move there as well. Now we have the Ford here, which I don't really care about. I don't know if you guys do. The stock's up a little bit. I really don't care about that. Amazon here is going to come out this evening. Mattel also had earnings, and Mattel, I don't know. I only started caring about it after the whole Barbie craze or whatever. But if you look at Mattel, shit is getting his ass kicked. Now, supposedly, again, they made all this money on Barbie, but I guess guidance disappointed here. So Mattel earnings beat here, but guidance disappointed. Let's also take a look at where crypto is at. BTC is trading at 34.3, so a little bit of a lean there. Again, 5,000 point move to the upside here. You would imagine they have a couple days here where they do nothing. I think the Coinbase was a difficult trade in the office for a lot of these guys. They were trading it back and forth all day on the Coinbase yesterday. It's still amazing to me, though, that Coinbase still can't fucking break out, even with BTC all the way back up here. So it's very interesting on these plays. Ranchero, let me kick it back over to you. What do you got, man? What are you thinking out there?
Usual suspects. So you had Tesla was down 5 in the pre, has made a lot
Yeah,
of that back.
yeah,
So watch out, but look at other ones. Amazon is down in front of the number.
yep,
Microsoft caught an upgrade this morning. Adobe caught an upgrade this morning. Okta caught an upgrade this morning. Downgrades include PZZA, which is Domino's, right? No.
yep.
Papa John's, one of
It's
those
one of those
freaking
two. Yep,
pizza makers.
yep.
And then, you've got Boeing still looking weak as fuck. So it's a mixed bag. You should trade individual names, in my humble opinion, and do so at your own risk, but based on their own individual merit. So I'm going to be looking at those individual names again this morning. I do have some SPY puts that I took overnight. The 418s were set to open currently at 416.61. Obviously, it looked a whole lot better in front of the economic numbers, but I am not an idiot. I know that it was going to change after the numbers came out. I'm just glad it's not gapping back up to the 200, because that would have really pissed on my Wheaties this morning.
Indeed, indeed. I had a tough afternoon yesterday. I was over trading. I shot for the short. I had this Nvidia because I saw all the puts came off. So if you take a look at the puts that came off yesterday on Nvidia, there were 415s, 410s. They were all over the place. By the way, you get access to this tool as soon as you join the Steamroom here. So basically, what we can do is you can just filter for interesting activity over a week, over how long of a period that you want to. And yesterday they hit these towards the close. They hit these towards the close, and they hit them pretty heavy, man. The 415s, the 410s, and the 400s, and they hit these for basically the end of the week, which was this week. And so I'm starting to shoot, and the tape is super weak. And I caught a little bit of it, but I didn't take it off, and then I just started over trading like a fucking prick.
Yeah, but we're going to do that from time to time, and that's how you and I wind up some days. It's not intentional. The shit happens. It happens to everybody,
Dude,
and
I
you
love that.
step away and you regroup.
I love that. You made me feel so much better, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So apparently the guys are here in the chat here are all saying that Morgan Stanley is buying shares of Nvidia here off this dip
There you go.
to increase their position or increase their stake. So that's also interesting. But then other people are saying fuck Morgan Stanley and whatever. Um, you know. But anyways, so let's keep it moving here. Let's take a look at these banks. That's a sector that has been super weak. I also want to take a look at that Boeing off the open. Bank of America has kind of been holding down here. The GS is weak, but it's holding under 300. If we take a look at that Boeing here, 177. I mean, this thing is so fucking weak.
It looks
It,
bad.
it is so weak. So weak. Let's take a
Yesterday
look.
was such bipolar movement on it as well. They flushed it out, brought it all the way back up, and then flushed it again. I mean, it was just a double guns. F you.
Yeah. Checking back in with that Microsoft because again, I mean, this was one of the names that hasn't sold off yet. If you take a look at the Microsoft here, I think this morning in here, it even got an upgrade.
Yep.
So again, Microsoft and Netflix are the two names that, of course, reported really good earnings. They had a decent reaction, and they're still holding. So again, two names here to kind of throw around and keep up on the radar. As far as yesterday, man, they were buying puts on fucking everything, man. Buying puts on everything.
Yeah, it was freaking machine gun action. Even at the close,
Yeah.
they were smacking them around.
Yeah. To see this, look at the move in meta here. Guys, look at the move in meta here. Last 20 minutes. This shit's almost green. It's almost green, So that's gonna make things interesting. I think for me, Ranchero, I'm gonna take it easy off the open, yo. I'm gonna just take it easy and just kind of let things breathe a little bit because Spy's got a huge range, man. Spy's got a huge range. If you can catch one or two of these things a day, shit, man, this tens of thousands of dollars here. So I'm gonna park it. I'm gonna be a little bit more tighter here on the bullets, and we'll go from there, man. What about you, bro?
Let's see. Like I said, I got those SPY puts. I'm curious to see. I mean, a lot of as I just kind of buzz around, I look at some of these things like the ones that are heavy names in the S&P 500, and there are less propping it up than there are more trying to pull it down. You still have pressure in Amazon, you still have pressure in Tesla, even though it's bouncing back, et cetera. So, I mean, you should be skeptical of bounces here, in my humble opinion. So I'm keeping an eye on this. The ENPH yesterday gave a look like it wanted to roll over and die. It's still not looking great. I mean, you look at the Amazon; they're gonna play games. Look at where they're gonna open the Google. I mean, Google is all the gap fill on Google is down at 122.80. They're gonna open it, indicated at 124.21. Like what? They're just
Right.
so. How is how is
Right.
SPY and how are the Qs supposed to have
Right.
a good day if these guys are just dragging it down? So I'm skeptical.
Yeah. They're asking me, Lex Trader's asking me what's your strategy on how to recover it. Oh, that's gone, bro. Those are already worthless. So already worthless, bro. It's
We're
worth
past
0 cents.
that part of
So
the program is over.
there's no strategy there. Meta here just dumped 4 points straight. Illiquid pre-market here, guys. Again, you're going to see that off the open too. So be careful here off the open. I think your Tesla here is trading back to about 211 here. I don't know where it closed yesterday, but I think it's green if I'm not mistaken on the
Not yet.
Tesla.
It's close. Not yet, though.
Yeah, minus 88 cents looks like. And Nvidia here trading 418. It actually traded up to 420. So anybody who held the puts overnight thought they were coming into today fucking golden, and now are down. Good Lord. Good Lord. What do you guys got for ideas here? We got 3 minutes or 1 minute here to the open. What do y'all got? Bring something to the table. Bring me an idea. One idea could change it all.
Silver is posting some information in the room here. Expected moves on SPY. So the upper level 430.63. Get the fuck out of here. Lower level 411.75. That looks more like it to me. 412 is a damn fine target if they get crazy.
Right.
With the moves.
Right.
That's a 1 sigma. Freaking 412 is a single sigma.
Look at us. We're talking like silvers now. This is fucking
I know,
ideal.
right?
Jesus.
But you know what? The expected moves help. That doesn't mean you're going to get it, but it helps. All right, we're open.
All right, let's call them out here again. I'm just going to wait here off the open a little bit and just see what's going on. Cloud is
it's off the open. That's it.
Nice buy dump here.
Yeah.
CB is saying MSTR short watch. Yeah, Bunsaw took a hit yesterday at the close. Like a jackass.
So I just cleared. I cleared out of my 418s expiring today. I'm just going to look to readjust. And by the way, that was a scratch. So my average on those was 252. I just sold them for. I don't know where the fuck is the trade.
I think this Tesla is now officially green.
Filled at 261, so I'm out of there. No harm, no foul, and I'll look to reset.
Alrighty. GS up a little bit. Nothing crazy. Let's take a look at that Tesla. It is almost green. NVIDIA here trading 418 and holding. Some other interesting names. Take a look at Netflix.
Wow, very nice. Only catching a bounce. This might be a nice opportunity. So the 80 MA on Boeing is 181.58. The other
181.
It's currently 178.90. I'm looking to see if it gets up to the 8s, which is 181.60. I'm gonna look to short it.
Okay, 420s on that Netflix are going for 2.5. I wouldn't buy it. I would not buy it because this could most likely be a fake out. If you take a look at that NVIDIA here, trading 420, get them blunts out.
420, baby.
Get them blunts out. Let's take a look at Meta here. Meta crapped out. Meta on that 290 here. This market's all over the place. Keep an eye on the treasuries. Again, I'm not doing anything here until I start to really get a rhythm going. I do want to watch the NVIDIA, and I do want to watch the Meta. So let's keep those two up. XOM, and if we take a look at oil here, doesn't look too hot. Gold and oil are doing nothing. GS up a couple, no big deal. AMD got shellacked yesterday. Worst out of the whole pack. Worst out of the pack.
Yeah, that's, to me, that looks like another manipulation down to an area of support to try and shake people out.
Stick them. Ha. Ha.
That's why you got to be quick, everybody. You can't stick around. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The market god said, Ranchero, please close these puts or we are going to bend you over like you were in prison and just dropped the soap. So I did. NXT gap fill. Any of you guys trade, check out shares of Align, Lucci.
Align?
Frickin' roasted. Look at that.
Interesting. Interesting. Huh.
Look at that gap.
I see it.
Gap.
That looks crazy.
That is crazy. Maybe they bounce it just because of how, I don't know if there's anything to scrape there or not.
Let's take a look at these 410 puts on the NVIDIA here. They really crushed that they really crushed it out.
You're just going to suck premium out of stuff here right now.
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like.
That is you don't want to necessarily get caught in that. Yeah, silvers for sure. Align is big on earnings. Yeah, of course. Remember the blast from the past was stamps. Remember stamps.com, how much that freaking thing would move? Silvers, of course you were going along with while I was covering my shorts. I would be careful here though. This can get dicey. What do you got, Luch? Anything so far? You just watching NVIDIA?
That test have faded off nicely. I am watching the NVIDIA, but again, I haven't taken any shots yet here.
First little sampler on Google showing up here. It's very small, 68K on the, let's see, Friday's 124s.
I see that. Interesting. Interesting. I haven't taken anything yet. I mean, this NVIDIA is still strong, very strong. This is almost back to highs here. And then if you look at the Netflix here, fake breakout again on that Netflix. So don't get carried away there, especially if you're going long.
Is Dimitri selling premium on Netflix?
Well, he was talking about actually leaning out on those treasury puts, man.
Oh.
Which could be nuts. Which could be nuts. Google, yeah, I see the snap $9 calls. Fucking thing.
Yeah. Take the bait.
Stock Boy is saying, do you guys do any call and put credit spreads on SPX 0 DTEs? Bro.
That happens in here all the time. It's not my trade, but the traders in our room do it all the time. And there's a handful of filthy, dirty, really good traders. So Yeah, that's in there.
They're also filthy dirty because they trade 0 DTEs. The Eli Lilly is back in flavor, huh? So Eli Lilly.
I like Eli Lilly. If they come in to buy that thing.
Yo, look at this Pinterest. Look at this Pinterest getting shit housed here. So these ARC names here are not doing too well at all. Meta here at a fresh low for the day. ¿Alguien está jugando Mario? ¿Puedo tirar ese teléfono afuera del edificio? Meta.
Look at the Boeing.
Okay, now this looks a little bit different here. I'm going to step out on the NVIDIA a little bit here, but the Meta looks super weak. Super weak on the Meta. Okay.
I don't like those spreads.
There's a nice flush on the NVIDIA. I'm going to cover that. Take a quick $400 there. I'm scalping today, baby.
Scalper.
I'm scalping today. Take a look at the treasuries. So while the market's going down, these treasuries are going higher. Something to watch. Something to watch. You might have this weird decorrelation today.
So weird Mobius effect. All right, Boeing. I don't like the spreads on the Boeing puts, but I want to short this thing.
NVIDIA just dropped out 6 points like that. This is tough. This is tough. You gotta just hold the fucking swing. Stock Boy is saying, when I was a member of the Steamroom, I was never on the live stream. What's up with that? Well, things change. Things change, bro.
Change.
Okay, let's take a look at now. Now this looks like it's a lot of fat men. A lot of fat men selling right now.
Phil May, damn it.
A lot of fat men selling right now.
Bastards.
SPY here looks like it wants to cover the GDP program, which is down to about 415. So keep that on the radar. Take a look at the Tesla. Tesla's already basically through some of the gap. So they really want to sell the fat man names here. Still, Meta's down 13. That doesn't look too hot. That does not look too hot. Okay, I'm gonna start small back on that NVIDIA here. But I also want to be ready for a long here, just in case everything squeezes. And
just be careful early. They're giving you looks to both sides, and they're playing games. Just
100%. 100%. So far here, flow's been meh. All right, my guy next to me keeps calling out the LLY. I mean, it looks bad here. Guys, take a look at this LLY. Finally here, getting some sell pressure. What's the other one? What's the other one?
NOV.
NOV. NOV also selling.
The fat trade.
No, it's NVO.
Sorry, right? NVO.
Yeah, NVO.
I'm fucking dyslexic. Cut me some slack.
I mean,
sometimes that could actually work out. You get a couple of letters wrong and you get a trade, and boom, there you go.
Wow. Has that happened to you?
It's happened to me.
Wow. Roku got some put buyers here. I haven't taken a look at Roku in forever. This looks like 2 weeks out, but it's probably going to hold into earnings. Looks so bad. So bad. This stock looks so bad. Novo here is talking about that Lulu here. 390 back on that Lulu. I want to trade that.
Downward dog.
This Meta looks like it wants to go to 280, man. This looks bad. Really fucking mad on the meta here. Let me pull up the 280 puts are going for $3. There's a lot of options going for that. Here comes SPY. Here comes SPY.
Yeah. Whipsaw.
Here comes SPY.
Weepsaw.
Yep, that's a nice pop on SPY. So now
that Tesla, if you notice, is from a big picture standpoint, is hanging by a thread. So you had a test of the year-to-date anchored VWAP. It's below the 200. It tested it again today. 202.61. Like, you could get there fast if they continue to press on it. If they don't save it here, you could see a nice flush in this thing. Tesla is a slippery one. Not easy to trade. This Boeing still looks weak as fuck.
what do you got, guys? James here saying grabbed a G on that. Nice. 418 calls on SPY are going for $1.25. Yo, pull up the Netflix. Pull up the Netflix. 416 here on the Netflix here. Anybody who's watching this thing, again, I mean, if you're going to shoot, do it small size. Because, again, buying anything in this market is fucking complicated. But those 420s, I don't know. I mean, Ranchero, what do you think? I mean, this is your baby.
Yeah, I mean, the earnings changed the whole dynamic, right? So
Yeah.
if you look at where this thing is currently trading, the anchor off of the all-time high, which was back here in July of 2019, it is holding above that area. So if you want to go long, you can go long. You can go long anywhere in here, but this is the area where you've got to look at it and say, okay, it's not working. So you've got to take about $6 or $7 worth of risk. If you're good with that,
right?
You know, longer term, yeah, the upside looks good. But on it, like right now, on a scalp, to look for it to go higher,
right?
It's good luck.
Tough.
Good luck. No, I don't mean it can't happen. I'm just saying good luck. It's hard. $6 worth of risk on a scalp is not my idea of a good day.
I'll tell you what, I'll buy 500 shares.
There you go.
Who's at the door?
Who at the dough?
Who's at the door?
Hey, don't start barking, nut. No.
This looks trappy. It does look trappy on the SPY.
Good boy.
100% it looks trappy. These treasuries here are holding. Carter was saying Tesla's looking like a good short. Yeah, the tape looks weak, but are you really getting are you getting the umph?
I bought in coin long at the lows. So I bought next week's. I'm swinging the coins next week. I'm looking for like highs on that.
It's trading in a 5-minute range. I'm gonna trade the 5-minute range breakout on.
No.
And I
What are those guys yelling out?
bought
they're talking about
SPY
Coinbase.
long, but I'm stopping out if we get to 416 spot.
They're messing around with Coinbase.
That's tough.
But I bought.
Yeah, I don't think you can play that now. Are you long or short Coinbase? You're long Coinbase?
Yeah, I'm long the SPY, but I'm stopping. It's stupid still, bro. But I think right now they're just trying to trap shorts with this Netflix new high. Unless we just fucking dump. I'm out. This is just too choppy.
You're better off on those guys are better off on Coinbase selling premium, and if it gets a directional move, they can flip.
Yeah, they don't sell premium though.
Well, they must not like me.
Well, remember that's also tough too.
I know. A Tesla here breaking down that area that I was talking about. This is looking juicy for a short. Because it was down 5 in the pre. Covered it all.
Oh. Yeah, Fat Man here's got the problem.
What happened?
Nah, it's just Fat Man is the one that's selling off here.
Yeah, but what is negative? What is it like negative 2,300 or where's that thing at?
Oh, I don't know. I don't actually look at it. I'm just looking at the individual names.
Got you.
Somebody's saying, look at RCL. Yeah, that thing looks terrible, huh? For a short?
They're just going to short it now?
I don't know. Treasuries here, they look okay. Video here first low. I'm going to cover half of my NVIDIA short here. Just take some profits. Just get in the habit. Just in case we just fucking rage right back up.
Rage. Guys, I never saw a Tesla sweeper. Michael's talking about a Tesla sweeper. Michael, are you talking about from yesterday or this morning? I don't remember seeing Tesla hit. Do you?
No. That I don't remember seeing.
Meta still giving it up.
Yeah. 283. Fresh lows on the Meta.
SPY going right here. So watch yourselves at this area. Like
yeah.
Here, you got if it doesn't keep going, you got to cover.
Yeah, you got to cover it. You got to cover it. Here we go. SPY kind of entering the show there. That Meta. Good Lord. Nice call out, Ben, on that Meta. Did you hit it? Got you. I mean, in this moment in time now, it's the easier to swing it. Now it's easier to swing all these fucking shorts. Finally, these things are actually going down. Getting lit up. Look at this Meta, guys. Look at this Meta. 280 on the Meta. 280 on the Meta. Whoa. Treasuries here also selling. I think we got enough push here to cover back this GDP move. That's ugly on Meta. That is really ugly on Meta. You know. All right, I'm gonna cover the rest of my NVIDIA here. Still? Where is that? 48 now. Goldman here. They're actually holding. Banks are actually up this morning. So if you take a look at these banks, which is very interesting. Look at Bank of America. It's green. Bank of America is green and going higher, which is
Well,
very, very
probably
strange.
opportunities to look at shorts on days like today.
It's very. I'm going to buy a small, super small long on SPY. Super small. And this will be dumped out immediately here if we break those lows, which most likely will happen. TKO Barbershop is talking about. I haven't traded that thing in forever. IWM is green, probably because of these banks. Probably because of these banks. They're still selling Fat Man hand over fist here. That bounce on NVIDIA here, they came right back down to the lows, yo. Right back down to the lows. If you take a look at Netflix here, trading 412, so they're selling this thing too. We are down at the lows on SPY, so let me get out of this. What the fuck? Yeah, man. No sense looking at him now. This NVIDIA is looking so bad. 412 here, looking terrible. Treasuries here still kind of hanging in there.
Anything done?
I'm just in this fucking swing coin for next week, but I'm stopping out on that at like 75. So.
All right. Tape on this NVIDIA so far to me is weak. Same thing on the Tesla. Grandpa Index DIA. Oh, Grandpa Index.
Grind the premium.
Yeah, let me chill here. The AC is looking strong, which is very surprising. To go ahead and buy that right here would be kind of stupid, I think.
Yo, I'm thinking if this NVIDIA gets down to like that 407 range,
Mm-hmm.
then we get that fucking bounce and everybody starts covering. I'm just gonna wait for that.
I'm waiting right now.
Yeah, I think the downside move is. I don't know. I said if we get down.
Let him yell, Lucci. Let him yell.
A little below that, they might push it. If we start to see a rally, because those options are cheap right now. They're not too expensive. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait for that, and then SPY too. Those are the two I'm fucking waiting. And if they start buying the other shit back too.
Meh. Netflix. Take a look at Netflix. Take a look at that Netflix.
Yeah, gave it all. That's why I'm saying going long there is hard.
Mm-hmm.
You had to take risk all the way down to here. Why not wait for here to try?
Carter, yeah, he basically is a frat kid. He's also an idiot. You know, but again, this is generally speaking a young man's game. Generally speaking, as you're sitting here watching old guys.
Keeps us young.
Yeah.
Dude, somebody posted IWM is outperforming. Outperforming what exactly is IWM?
Right. It's like, well, the rest of the shit, you know.
I was like, okay, is that
Right.
how bad of a troll was that?
Right. Here comes the NVIDIA here. SPY here coming off.
Half of below 169.50.
169. Oh yeah, all right. This Apple Treasuries. I mean, again, this looks like that slow bleed situation again. It's just probably going to be even worse trading it. NVIDIA here, fresh lows. Fresh fucking lows. I got a 50 lot of the NVIDIA here. Up $5,000 on it. I mean, you can tell this tape is ugly. AMD, where's that thing at? Fresh lows again. Fresh lows again. That fucking thing.
Dan, you doing anything? Okay. Tesla holding this two-way support area now.
Where's that Boeing?
Charlie Brown sweater. I think all of this stuff that we've been seeing here is just leading. Now we're gonna see this freaking thing puke. This whole thing. Here's your SPY.
I mean, let's take a look at that. Microsoft gave it out. Microsoft gave it out. Look at this thing. You know. So today, Microsoft gave it out. The Netflix pretty much gave it out again. I mean, not as much as the rest of them, but let's take a look at that IBM. IBM hit 143.
Okay,
So
home
this thing-
sales are out, so this is bye-bye.
Oh, home sales. Home sales. What's going on with the home sales, homie? What's going on with them home sales?
But now if you get any bounces here, I'm looking at shorting this shit. Now that number's out of the way.
U.S. September pending home sales rise. Blah, blah, blah.
BAC puts for next week, two 2450s hitting.
You know, you got to buy those.
Small, but
You fucking got to buy them shits. Yo, the Netflix short actually doesn't seem like that bad of an idea, considering how disgustingly they got them out of this stuff. So we take a look at the Netflix here, 405s. They're trading $2, 250. Fucking short 500 shares there. It looks good. Yeah, that one's a little different. All right, SPY here, retrace the whole thing.
yeah, they're coming after BAC.
coming after the fucking market here too. Shit. That's fucking ugly. All right. What else we got?
TTD bears. Interesting.
BTD.
41
That thing. Trade desk. Trade desk.
God awful.
Trade desk. That meta. Netflix pop. Good thing we didn't short down there. Momo, we got a active signal, the Bank of America. Again, those are size is smaller, and then you got next week. But there's a lot of Bank of America getting thrown out there. I like those. I do like those. I do like those. Been on the live stream every day past 2 weeks just to simply have the company and be in the correct headspace. Just hit the final profit needed for a 50K funded futures account. Top step. Congratulations, Sebastian. Congratulations. Don't.
Hey, I noticed your boy Quoth the Raven retweeted you here this morning.
Quoth the Raven?
QTR.
The Raven?
What does Quoth mean?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I thought you say quoth. Apparently.
I don't know. Just don't ask me how to say it. Clearly, I'm butchering it. But he mentions you, Wall Street Jesus, and Charlie, but not me. Sup with that, yo?
Sure.
Sup with that.
But big shout out to Sebastian, man. That's good work, man. It's good work. Don't blow that load immediately. You know what I'm saying? So you did what you had to do. You know what some of the data suggests too is that people work so hard and trade conservatively to get the account. Then once they get funded, they start trading like absolute fucking assholes. I'm just saying. You know. Just keep that in mind. Anyways, NVIDIA here back to lows.
Long some Tesla 20750 puts there. 341.
What's Tesla doing?
Tesla's breaking down a beer flag.
Okay, what else we got, guys? I mean, again, this swing short to me, if you're just holding on to shorts, looks to be the smart play. All these bounces just get hit. Saurav, what's up, man? I mean, life's okay, man. Life's okay. Been taking one hell of a ride on the sour business, but it's all good, man. It's all good. All right, so now we want to see how aggressive these bounces are, and see if they just keep fading them back, or or they keep them going. If you take a look at that GS, it pretty much faded back. Bank of America is still kind of holding up. And then if you look at the treasuries here, kind of weak. Okay, we got another Momo scanner here. We get the Qualcomm calls. You got to be careful here on the call side for anything. You got some Qualcomm calls. fine. Now I think you chill out a little bit because now you got to figure out here if we bounce or if we just push right back to the lows. BQP is saying feels like we don't want to break them. Totally possible. In which case, lighten up some risk maybe. I mean, the only thing to me that could spook a ridiculous rally is, of course, any buying here in the Fat Man names, metas, and all this kind of stuff. Treasuries, perhaps, but treasuries here, if you can take a look here, they're just kind of moving lower slowly. So that should take things back down, but we'll see. The longer we stay right here without being able to break down, guys, that's pretty indicative of what you might see coming around the corner here. I'm gonna lighten up a little bit on the NVIDIA. Yeah, James, I believe he's already in it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You got to wait for the man to give you the. All right, there's another dump. Let's see if we actually go to lows here. All right, video here back to lows. We could add. James is waiting for a paycheck here to get into the market. I mean, yeah, I remember those days. All right, fresh lows here on NVIDIA. This buy here not looking too hot either. So let's go ahead and give this a second here. Let's let it play out a little bit. I'll cover another 10 line. I got 30 left on the NVIDIA. I'd want significantly more than that, but it's all good.
Tesla guys holding up.
Are you short?
No.
I'm going to buy some SPY calls, 50 lot. I'm also going to dump another.
Coinbase trying to go back green.
Fucking Coinbase, bro.
Still holding on to the NVIDIA here. Treasuries here don't look too hot at all.
Tesla guys.
Lows of Tesla?
Need to get over this 210 level.
Meh. Yeah, we're kind of fighting for scraps here now. What do you got over there? Nikki is saying might be time to go long NVIDIA now. Yep, that's why I've been sizing down. Still looks strong though. Weak. What else we got? Going on? We got anything else moving here?
Trigger 15-minute buy signal. Previous 15-minute bar
Man,
10-17.
that's it. Fucking short that pop. But what do I know?
10-17 trigger Tesla.
Great is saying, do I have NVIDIA short or long? I have NVIDIA short. I only have a 15 lot left. That's all I have.
Look what they did to the BAC. So you
Where
get
is
up to the 8 EMA on it, which is 26.12, then maybe you start considering those puts. Or
Uh-huh.
on this little rip up, if they are blowing everybody out who's trying to follow along, might be a good entry. And of course, if you get in there and it keeps going against you, you got to get out of the way.
Yeah, that was a good spot to refade.
This is between here and 26.12-ish.
No, I'm talking to my guy here. He's
Oh,
trading
no worries,
Tesla.
no worries. Amazon Bulls, that's a earnings sweeper. 117s for tomorrow. Amazon has been crushed.
Yeah, it really has. It really has. Video here, 409, 409. Still printing lower here. Slowly, slowly, slowly. It feels like it's ready for a fucking reversal, but who knows? Already covered a good chunk. But yeah, mostly playing for scraps here.
NVIDIA pressing lower.
Yeah. And I got out. And I got out. NQ has about 40 points till after hours low. I mean, we're not that far off then. We're not that far off at all. But now you can see, you can feel things are getting tighter here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Texas. Nah. I'm just in this swing. Point.
Apple just pushed me low here.
You can see how fucking
Market's holding 346.
terrible this tape is, though. What are they waiting for here? TLT here bounced a little bit. Yeah, I don't think this is the right moment for the NVIDIA short. I think they could squeeze this stuff, or at least just slow it down a little bit. You got some Google puts getting bought 85s here for next year. Jesus. Comedy.
10-year yield, that looks like it breaks low.
Shavin is talking about Costco. That's Ranchero's boy, so I'll let Ranchero talk to you about that.
Costco's fine. What's the question on Costco?
He's just saying thoughts.
Oh, I mean, long-term long from down here. So I've rolled twice, and I'm just patiently hanging out here. Costco's, you have to have patience. You need time, and it moves in bigger chunks. It does not trade smoothly. You have to wait for levels to enter, exit, writing, etc. It's not an easy trade.
Yeah, no.
It's fine long term, but you have to have some patience, and you need good entries.
Bank of America, they did get up all the way to 26, so that's
Yeah.
That's a decent. Take a look at that one. That one, that's why your IWM here. I would imagine the KRE is up pretty good here today too.
So this is that area that I was talking about, the 8 EMAs around here. So if they ran shorts out or scared them, this is probably the right area to consider taking the shorts on the BAC.
Tesla here falling back. I got nothing. I got nothing so far. I'm going to wait this all out. However, NVIDIA tape is still super weak. You can kind of buy 5, flip 6 here on this option all day. But that's a tough play. It's a tough play. It's a tough play in general here. What do you guys got? Anything going on in small cap world? Let's check in with our Boeing and Disney. Boeing here is kind of holding today. Disney trading at 80 and change. Check back in with that Bank of America 26 now. 26 on that BAC. Microsoft. Let's take a look at the Microsoft again. Microsoft, they finally let that one go. Oh. Some CI. So I was saying, look at Cat. Cat. Ah, finally here. Finally here. So they came for that one too.
Yeah, so under the 200 on that, I mean, it's been a good short. Looks like it's going to continue to be a good short if they can't bounce it.
I hit those lows and bounced. NVIDIA bounced there too, but again, it's very, very. There's no real buyers here. There are no real buyers here. Unless something changes this whole picture here. Nikki went long NVIDIA. T-Bone was talking about that FCNCA. Let me take a look at that one in a second here.
Wow.
It's kind of holding. It's kind of, I guess. It looks like shit though still. FCNCA. Let's take a look at this thing. FCNCA. Oh my God! Look at this FCNCA. You gotta be fucking kidding! Look at this thing, bro. Let's just short this thing, bro. Let's just fucking short this thing. Anybody who's going long the NVIDIA, like, you'd be better off You'd be better off shorting the rallies. All right, guys, we hit the 10-minute mark. So again, for those of you who guys aren't, how many of you guys are not in Steamroom here and are thinking about it or are on the fence? Carlos, David, what's going on, man? You make some money? Is that why you got the money? The money printer go burr? Let's see. Apple here, you got some buyers here for some puts here, 157.5.
Look at where Apple's sitting though. Like, it's breaking down below the 200. This looks like a continuation of a good short to me.
Yeah, no, definitely. Saving up for your trip to PR. Anybody's taking a trip to PR, let us know. What's some of you guys' major objection here to being a part of this team room? If somebody wants to throw that out. Kramis is from PR. Oh, well. Yeah, you guys are always welcome. Always welcome. But let us know ahead of time because there might not be any desks.
I thought they're just supposed to show up at your crib.
Right. It's like, yo, the strangest thing happened yesterday, man. We had mad randos just showing up and like just asking for shit. And I'm like, first of all, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Alvin Johnson's from New York. New York. New York, New York.
Gotta slow it down there.
I am not in PR. I'm on the West Coast.
West Side.
West Side. How active are we in the steam room after we got? You know what? After we shut this down, we all just go home. We go to bed. Go back to our normal lives. This fucking spy got me off of the open this morning. I was in the right spot.
Oh, yeah.
I went back down to pre-market lows, man.
That's what I should have been trading for. That's
Ash, that is so not true, especially not for me. It might be true. It actually might be true for a good amount of people. That's what they refer to it as because they got to do their time and stuff like that. But those people are fucking herbs, man. Like
what
this
is
island,
Act
this island is gorgeous, bro. Act 60 is the tax decree that you need to get when you move down here to not pay taxes. So it's called an Act 60 decree. And most of the people that come down here, again, the gringos that do come down here, it's like they stay in their bubble, so they don't really enjoy the island. They don't really do shit, and they call it like, oh, I got to do my days, right? Because you got to spend 183 days out of the year here in Puerto Rico to take advantage of the tax benefits. So that's why he's saying that, people look at it.
It's not a pleasant experience. Is that the thing?
Well, for people who don't engage in the island and enjoy the island and go to the fucking beach and have fun.
Wasn't that the same thing fucking anywhere?
It's the same thing anywhere. But these are the narratives that always get pushed. You know what I mean? These are just those narratives. NVIDIA fresh lows here on the NVIDIA. I'm going to go ahead and buy some more SPY calls. Do not follow me on the SPY calls. Do not follow me on the SPY calls. 5 minutes here left till we move into the steam room. Again, NVIDIA is super, super weak. Treasuries here still holding up.
Fresh and stellar 209.
There it is. There it is. That's what I was waiting for. Now the question is, does it even matter? And do they just keep selling straight from here? Parth is averaging down on Snap. Where's Snap? 9 1/4. 9 1/4. Would you look at that? 200. All right, I'm going to risk another 50 buy on SPY. I got 150. As soon as we hit 415.5, though, I'm fucking out of this thing for half.
That's the hell well, guys.
Meh. Trades, yeah.
Wait, there's 6 cents. Yeah.
Now, what's my downside? I'll probably stop out at 414.75, maybe. Three minutes here, guys. And again, for those of you who are looking to check out the Steam Room, we broadcast live the whole day. Jesus is coming in a little bit later on. So, again, He'll be present. And this market's been nuts, man. So there's always opportunities here. So if we don't catch anything within an hour, we're here all freaking day. So don't miss out on the action. $8 will get you in for a trial for 2 weeks. You see the link on your screen. Go ahead and throw that in your browser. I can't believe I have to explain that to you. But just in case you needed that, you got you covered.
Tesla 210 printing.
Took some NVIDIA calls. Looking for that reversal off the
line
mic.
on Tesla with 210.30. I triggered on the 15 minute. Looks good.
Still waiting for 415.5 on my SPY calls. Again, this is a trade that I'm not heavily fucking married to.
210.30 is trigger Tesla. Trigger bottom 15 minutes to get some momentum. Get back by the open 235.
They still are selling Fat Man. Oh, I think Jesus is in the house. I hear the ticks.
I'm here.
Oh,
What's up,
shit.
Jay?
What's up, man? What's going on?
All right, guys. I'm covering half of the SPY calls there. It was a decent trade.
Whoa, here we go, folks.
I think all this gets blown up anyway. So I would, if you get some profits on a long, yeah, take a few off.
All right, so
I
SPY
took-
just came right back to VWAP. So this is I'm kind of waiting for stuff like this.
Yeah, those are spots to look for shorts.
I just took 2 more off. I have one.
Those are spots to look for shorts for sure, man. For sure. I like this NVIDIA situation here. I'm going to start small, NVIDIA reshort.
All right, I got filled on some SPY 415 puts for tomorrow. Please shut your guy up, Jay.
What else is there around here? Let's.
Don't sleep on the flow show later. Yeah, I mean, Jesus just came back. Listen, Jesus, we're about to go to the steam room, but you want to tell our public folks anything about maybe why you were late? Maybe why you were late this morning?
Tell me what?
Maybe
Tell him what?
Maybe why you were late this morning?
None of anybody's business why I was late this morning. What do you mean? Tell him why I was late this morning.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect. That's the same kind of attitude you'll get in the steam room.
You don't need to know.
So so come through, man. Come through. We'll see you
I
in
tell
there.
you, I have to whack you.
We'll see you in there. Have a great day, everybody. I'm looking to reshort all these fucking pops because every single pop doesn't look like shit to me. So
Like dog.
that's what we're gonna do here. All right. Take care, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
What are you in?
Have a
Later.
good day, everybody.
I'm in NVIDIA.